Thank you for sharing your time with me today. It's Let's Talk Business. I like to just take a little bit of time every week to talk to business owners and everyone, but specifically on Sunday afternoons. I think that as business owners, we need to have some time each week where we commit to thinking about our business success. And so this topic is for you as a person. This is for everyone in your family that's working. This is for you as a business owner. And it's about how to benefit from this growth economy as a person in general. So, this for one of the few times I can honestly say that this discussion goes for everybody, because as business owners, the more financially healthy we are, the better off our business will be, because your business, regardless of your incorporation status and all of this, and you think the limited liability, everything is depending on you being financially healthy. There's no way around it. I am J.B. Ryan, President and Chief Investment Officer of J.B. Ryan Financial Group, a registered investment advisory firm and the home of AfroEconomics. That's the AfroEconomics website behind me. I started the firm in 1995 with no one to talk to each Sunday. So I said, here I am with more than 20 years in business, that it is definitely time for me to have the confidence to share with you anything that I think would have helped me if I were in the middle of 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or whatever. But I think that as business owners, we need, and as professionals, we need to have partners who are like-minded and are about financial success, and that are about building ourselves up and about keeping a positive mental, financial mindset. That's what the 10 principles of AfroEconomics are all about. So make sure that you have in your household AfroEconomics, Our Black Wealth Matters, a strategic financial management program designed for the advancement of Black wealth in America and abroad. This should be like our financial strategic dictionary that we just have, like we used to have encyclopedias on the shelf, or get it in ebook form. So just put it in your library. It is for you to apply to your financial life. As a business owner, as an individual, it's about, no matter who your financial advisor is, and hopefully it's me, but whoever it is, this will help you help them. I always tell my members of AfroEconomics and my clients to help me help them be successful. And these 10 principles will help you stay on point so that you can help your financial advisor assist you with the maximum financial success. So it's a tool for you, definitely. So how to make sure that you and your family benefit from a growth economy. We are now in a growth economy. The stock market is doing well. The earnings for businesses are increasing. There's a positive consumer confidence. More people are working. Unemployment numbers are declining. More people are at work. So how do we benefit from that? I feel too often we catch on to great times after the great time is over. So I want you to be on top of this, that, believe it or not, we're in great times, and I want you to take advantage of them. So my first point is to say to you that you have survived the Great Recession. You have survived it. We are now on the uplift. And for some, they feel like it's inevitable that we'll have a down. But one thing I can promise you is that life is full. The economy is full of ups and downs. We're going to have peaks and valleys. So I can guarantee you that. But we are now on the good. So let's see. You have survived a recession. Unemployment is lower. Jobs are available. So I say, let's go get paid. Ask for a raise. Ask for your customers to pay you more. This is time where your customers are making more money. So it's time for you as a business owner to know that now you can increase your pricing structure. Don't wait until everything is looking bad again and say, oh my goodness, I need some more. I need money. No, now it's time for you to adjust your pricing structure so that you can save more. So when there is an inevitable recession again, that your business will survive it. So many businesses went out of business because when they went through a peak, when the going was good, they did not prepare for times that were not going to be as good. So one thing that we should know as business owners is that we should expect the unexpected. So go get that raise. You have a business, it's time for you to go and evaluate fully your pricing structure and make sure that you are positioning yourself for sustainable growth, that your prices now are adjusted higher so that you're not still where you were living so tight and having nothing to save and there was no profit in there. Make sure you position your business pricing for profit now as much as you can. And that's going to mean that you got to understand your numbers. You got to understand how much does it cost you to provide that particular service? How much does it cost you completely, including your employee benefits for yourself, everything, in order to provide that particular product? Well, so we need to really get into those numbers completely. So update for those of you who are in business, update your financial forms. Make sure that you know what your balance sheet looks like. Make sure you know what your income statement is looking like. Make sure that you understand your profits and losses. Make sure that you have a close relationship with your financial numbers so that you can position yourself now during this great time for long-term financial success, because you make sure that your prices are correct now, while everybody is doing well, people are making more money, more people have jobs, now that your business can support the idea of increasing the prices. And then consider adding on. The second point is to, as a business owner, consider adding on additional products, additional services. If you're are working somewhere and you can't get a raise and you're a professional, you think of yourself as a business owner. Even if you don't have a business, you are your own enterprise. Go get a second job at times like this. Don't think about second jobs as something that you only do when things are bad, but second jobs are something that you should consider if you have the time. Family comes first. You don't want to not take care of your family responsibilities, but you want to, if you have time, that you can get another job now, and businesses are looking for good people to help them build their business. Go out there and get that job. For business owners, it's time for you to look at additional income sources. You need to have multiple sources of income. So if your business is doing well in your foundation business, and it's been sustainable for you and you've developed it and you know what you're doing, it could be time for you to look at how can you build on what you're currently doing. You're a t-shirt company and you're thinking about, well, these t-shirts are going well. I'm selling t-shirts well. Now maybe I should look into doing caps, because I've really done well with these t-shirts and I can complement what I'm doing. But you have to be careful, because you have to be able to afford to do this new idea. It has to fit in, it has to complement, it can't take away from what you're currently doing. But we do need to, as business owners, have multiple sources of business income. Just like an individual, you need to have multiple sources of income for yourself. You could have a job, but you could also have a business that you work on weekends. You could also have rental properties, and the business owner, of course, could have these as well. And you could have a stock portfolio. You can have AfroEconomics has several, at least six. I have 6 structured portfolios that I have made to address different risk tolerance levels. So there's so much potential in us exploring stocks and stock portfolios and the advantages of diversification through the use of stocks and the income that you can generate through having a good investment portfolio. Our community tends to focus on real estate, and that is part of a portfolio, but we have to remember that having a broader portfolio opens you up to a lot of additional growth opportunities, right? And so a third point is that I want you to borrow less. In a growth economy, if you're making more money, hopefully. You're making more money. If you're not, that's what we need to talk about. As an AfroEconomics member, we're talking about those types of things. How to increase your income, how to make you more profitable, how to adjust your investment portfolio, how to address what your individual or family needs are. That's the advantages of AfroEconomics membership. Check it out at afroeconomics.com, click on membership. But I want you to, how to take advantage of a growth economy is to borrow less. You're like, what? Because you keep getting all those ads about credit cards, right? Yeah, all these companies are back at it. But if you're grown, you remember what that did before. Those same companies that were just shoving them credit cards down consumers' faces are the credit card companies that jacked up consumers' debt and their credit scores when they decided that they wanted to pull all that back and stop offering those things. So they can adjust those credit lines available at their own convenience, and it hurt people's credit scores because they went from having 80% of the loan or the credit card available to them to being maxed out on the credit card because they adjusted their credit limit, their credit line lower, hurting and harming people's credit scores to this day. I want you to borrow less because the economy is going well. Buy things, save your money. Stop feeling like you got to borrow every time you want to buy something. You can actually buy a car, but we have to save up for it. You have to have a plan. Borrow less money. You're making more, borrow less, pay off every consumer debt you have. Yep, pay it off. Pay off every credit card you have. If you have a credit card, pay it off every month that you get that bill. Pay it off. Pay it off. Consumer debt has somewhere between 15, 30% interest rates on that stuff. People have Nordstrom cards, Hex cards, Macy's cards, all these different cards, dealers cards. Those cards, Dressbarn cards, all these different cards. That's ridiculous. Stop the consumer debt. Buy stuff when you have the money. If you don't have the money, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't get it. You don't have to have it. I promise you, you'll live without most of that crap that you put on those store. Not seriously. Come on, JB. All of the stuff that you're buying with those store credit cards, you don't need. It's not like it's a Visa and you're buying groceries with it because times are tough. A specific a Macy's card. You really need that? No, and no. I know you feel good. I know business is great and everything. No, we don't have to have it. No. Now I know as business owners, a lot of the things that you're using the credit cards for, office supplies, business supplies, things like that, just make sure you can pay it off. You have to be careful because it's easy for us to get overwhelmed and have too much debt, in anticipation of what's going to come. And you're going to take a certain amount of risk as a business owner anyway. So make sure that all of the debt that you accumulate is going directly in to creating income for that business. There's no space for wasting money on luxury items. It's just nothing there as a business owner. If it's not going to give you a return or it's creating income for you, you don't need it. You don't need it. So in good times, prepare for slow times. Store up peaks and valleys. So the more that we do right on the peak or at the top, where we think is the top, like if you got this, that's life. All you want to do is be able to make your peaks a little bit longer and your valleys a little bit less steep. You don't need to go all the way down. But that's by doing the right thing when you're on top, storing up. So people habitually, every time they get on top, they go into a celebration mode. That was why when I was watching the Super Bowl and some of them, went really well, and everybody started jumping. They were hitting on the Eagles coach, and the Eagles coach was like, no, I think it was the owner. He was like, nah, calm down. It ain't over till it's over. That's what we have to be as business owners. We have to always keep our cool. There's always a lot of things to be excited about. But, when you get on top, when you close that really good deal and you got it, you have to be working on that next deal, that next thing. What do I have to do and how am I going to do this well? How's it going to be better? A real leader knows that every day is going to be different. Workers have a mentality of, oh, I'm mad because things are changing. But a real leader is forcing things to change every day. They're expecting that miracle every day. They're expecting that next level every day. That's what you have. That's the mentality that we must have. Invest more. My fourth point, invest more, spend less. Let's talk about your area of investments and how to get it going. Like what are you investing in right now? We need to look at that. We need to talk about that. How are you investing? Are you just spending on things or are you investing on things? As I mentioned a moment ago, as a business owner, everything has to be invested. So when you're investing, you're buying things, even if it's a stapler, that's an investment because you need it to staple things. Now, if you're buying an extreme stapler and it's a waste of money and you have to have this bionic stapler, you don't have to break it to its extreme, but a stapler that will take care of what you need it to do, anything that will take care of what you need it to do, because what we're looking for is how to make the minimum investment to get the maximum return on that item. What is the least that we can put in order to get the most out of it? So get your, even I also have like your, I have down that I want you to know that it's important to have your investment allocation correctly, especially in good. We're experiencing a good stock market time. Contrary to all that the media has been talking about, we have short-term volatility and, it's volatile. That's what it's supposed to be doing. But overall, the market has been doing really well. So what is your allocation? Are you positioned to take advantage of this? What if we do have a huge, huge loss? Or if we have a huge, slowdown and it's down for 6 months straight and the market doesn't do anything or just goes down for 6 months? Are you positioned to handle that? Do you have do you understand your risk tolerance? So during these good times, you have to take advantage of the opportunity to get to know yourself as an investor, as a business owner, as a professional. Get to know yourself. Plan and follow your budget. Now, all of this under my 4th point. I'm probably point 20, but but I'm telling you, I'm on number 4. Look, know and plan and follow your budget. We have to have a plan. Also, the stock market is an economic indicator. If you use the S&P 500 as your example, it is used many times as an indicator of how well the economy is doing, because that's the 500 largest companies in the US. So, that are you taking advantage of that? Do you even understand what the S&P 500 is? Do you understand, is it in your portfolio? Do you want it in your portfolio? How to include it? Those are the type of things that I do as an investment advisor to help you take advantage of a growth economy. And then a fifth point is to start. For those of you who are not in business, start your business. That's how you can take advantage of a growth economy, right? We can invest in all these things, your business owner, professional, everything. You can invest in stuff. How about invest in your dream? Start your business, grow your business, start an additional business, start the new product. Start. In a growth time, just start. Look, in a bad time, start. In the worst of times, start. I believe that we should always be starting. But in growth economies, if you start, I think it just gives you a little bit more confidence that you feel like, wow, that everything, but you have to understand that it may not always be that way. We want it to be there, but one thing, what I say, that you can, that you can depend on is that things are going to change. One of our members said, I hear you, JB, start one more time. That's right. Dr. Williams, start. So the develop a business plan. I believe it's always a good time to start your business, but certainly in a strong economy, it is a blessing. And allow the strong economy to help you build confidence and to help you build your dream. I think that the average person is a lot more confident in a growth economy. So as a business owner, that as a professional, when you come to people during good times with great ideas, it's easier for them to understand it, to gravitate to it. It'd be easier for you to find investors in your idea during times like this, because they're looking for ways to make higher returns on their money. So you might want to sell some of the shares of ownership in your business, or you want to develop a partnership. So during these times, this could be the time for you to take advantage of this growth economy that we're in. The bottom line is we've got to set up that plan, set up that budget, set up that idea. If I can help you, we have an entrepreneurship membership for AfroEconomics. Just go in the website, click on membership, do the entrepreneurship membership, and then we'll focus on. Now, I can't help but focus on you personally, even when you sign up for an entrepreneurship membership, because I know as an entrepreneur, the healthier we are financially as that boss, the stronger your business is. So we have to definitely look at you holistically. And that's what the entrepreneurship membership is about. You holistically seeing how important you are to your business. You really are. Even though we don't know, everybody in the world might not know our name, but when it comes to your world and it comes to your customers, you're the boss and you're important and you're vital. So, and also challenge you that in these great times, let's attack our taxes. Let's realize that the tax rates have been adjusted. Many people are going to have more money that they can save. What are you going to do with that money? What are you going to put that money into? How are you going to make that money work for you, right? So know your numbers, plan ahead. Tax time is now. It's not April 10th. Tax time is now. So let's start thinking about tax time. Look, I think tax time is all the time, but I do financial stuff all the time. That's what I do. That's why I'm here. But for most people, they're not in financial services. That's not what, my industry is not, to serve people just like me. My purpose is to help you be as financially strong as you can be for your people that you serve, whatever it is that God has selected you to do. You have to do that. But for that little bit of you, because this financial part is, look, it don't make you, but unfortunately for many a business, it can break you. But let me help you, make this to simplify your financial life, your financial goals, your entrepreneurial dreams and thoughts. That's what AfroEconomics is all about. So if you have any questions, email me at jb@jbbryan.com or jb@afroeconomics.com. And for any of you that are in the webinar right now, thank you so much. Send me a text if you would like to get that free ticket to the brunch in New York this weekend, Black History, the history of Black Wall, 40 Acres and a Mule. And come on down to 1441 Broadway, our new New York office. We're excited about it. So look, Country Girl Goes Big. That's a picture of the office building too. 3rd floor. So y'all get ready. If you want a ticket to the brunch, my treat. And I'm hoping that the food will be really, really good because it's really, really expensive. So, but let me know. Inbox me, everybody in the webinar, and I will definitely make sure that you get a ticket to the brunch. Have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy your evening. It is a beautiful day in Virginia. I hope it's beautiful where you are. God bless y'all. Take care. And look, and remember, that's right. Just like Dr. Williams said in the webinar, he hears me. Start. No more procrastinating. Live out that dream. Start.